The back squat will be taken from the rack. Athlete must get their hips below parallel with full extension of hips and knees at the top of the movement. The kettlebell farmer's carry hold. The athlete must pick up both kettlebells with hips and knees at full extension and control at the top of the movement. The athlete may not drop the kettlebells from the top. Kettlebells must be returned to the ground with control. Athlete's hands must start behind the tape. Athlete must show control of the movement and travel a distance of 5 feet. Hands must pass the 5-foot mark in full. The deadlift will be taken from the ground. Athlete must reach full extension of hips and knees with shoulders behind the barbell at the top of the movement. For the hang power clean, the athlete must deadlift the bar to full extension and then begin the movement between the knees and the hips. Athlete must catch the bar in the power position above parallel and stand up with knees and hips at full extension. The box jump over, athlete must jump onto the box, landing on the opposite side of the box. They may jump off or step off. Shoulder to overhead may be performed as a shoulder press, push jerk, or split jerk. Bar must finish over the shoulders with knees and hips locked out. If a split jerk is performed, both feet must return under the hips before the bar comes back down to them. The pull-up may be performed as a strict pull-up, hipping pull-up, or a butterfly pull-up. Arms must be in full extension under the bar before the movement starts, with the chin reaching over the bar at the top of the movement. The box will be provided for athletes if they are not tall enough to jump to the bar. The double under has been completed when the rope passes 2 times under the feet. Burpees will be performed to a plate. The chest must touch the ground at the bottom of the movement, with both feet landing on the plate at the top of the movement. Full extension does not need to be reached on top of the plate. Athletes may jump up, jump down, or step down. The power snatch will start on the ground. The barbell must reach overhead in one movement. The barbell may not make contact with the body above the hips. Finish position is the barbell locked out with hips and knees at full extension. The wall ball will start on the ground. Athlete must pick up the wall ball, perform a full squat with hips below parallel, and the wall ball making contact with the target. The ball may not bounce off the ground as athlete catches it into the squat. For the toes to bar, the athlete's feet must pass behind the plane of the bar, and then the athlete's feet must touch the bar at the same time for the rep to count. The barbell cluster will start on the ground. The bar must be squat cleaned, and then out of the squat clean must be a thruster, finishing with the barbell overhead, locked out with hips and knees at full extent. The bar muscle up will be performed on the rig. Athlete must start with arms at full extension underneath the bar, finishing with their arms in full extension locked out on top of the bar. The walking lunge will be performed in the front rack position. The barbell will start on the ground. The athlete must clean it to their shoulders and proceed to walk forward in a walking lunge. One knee will touch the ground, feet come together with hips and knees at full extension at the top before moving into the next step. The dumbbell snatch will begin with the dumbbell on the ground. Athlete will perform 1 good rep on their right arm, finishing with the dumbbell locked out over the shoulder with arms at full extension and hips and knees fully extended. Dumbbell must be returned to the ground with control. Athlete must perform 1 good rep on one arm before moving to the opposite side. The overhead squat will start with the barbell on the ground. Athletes may power snatch, squat snatch, or clean and jerk the barbell overhead into the starting position. Arms must stay locked out with the bar above the shoulders. Hips must reach below parallel with full extension of hips and knees at the top of the movement. The ring muscle up may be performed strict or kipping. Athlete will start with their arms at full extension under the rings. Their feet may not rise above the rings as they get on top of the rings. Arms must be in full extension and in control on top of the rings before they come down into the next rep. Athlete's feet must start under the rope, both feet on the ground. Athlete must climb the rope. They may use their legs, if able, with one hand touching the trawler and then coming down with control before dropping at the bottom of the rope.